So I know that you are into BMX.
Racing.
Yeah, you're big racing, Greg. So how long have you been doing BMX racing?
Probably since I was like 3 years old.
Hey, you're an old man now, right? You've been doing
Yeah.
it for a long time, huh? I'm only kidding, right? So you're in 4th grade, so what are you, about 9 years old?
Yeah.
All right. So are you 9? I was only guessing, I mean.
Yeah. I am.
Okay, so you've been doing it since you were 3 years old. And do you remember back then when you started?
Yeah, I was like on a little push bike. Then I evolved to like a little Bronco little bike.
Okay.
BMX.
And now you're on like a full-fledged real BMX bike where you are racing and you're going pretty fast, and you are at an intermediate division now, correct? So that's pretty slick that you've been able to move up that far. And how did you get into BMX racing?
BMX racing just came to me fluently. Like once I started like seeing bikes and everything, it just like came to me. Like
Oh, good. So it was something that just naturally kind of went along, and you're
Yes.
getting along with it, and everything's cool. I think we've got some video, so let's take a look at the video. You tell us what's going on here. So that's you at the beginning of the race, right?
yes.
All right, so tell me what's going on, and where are you?
I'm on the far right.
Okay.
On the far right, the kid with the white helmet. And I'm the kid with the white helmet, so that the gate dropped, and we're going into like the rollers, and then the first jump, and then we're going into turn 1, and then we're going into the rhythm section, which is where you get most of your speed.
Okay.
You can see there I'm in 3rd, and there we are on the 2nd turn, and then now we're gonna hit onto the bonsai. The bonsai is like big rollers, and like there's a big drop down where there's like a big drop down, and then you come up to turn 3, and then you got like 3 little humps, and then you hit the finish line.
And that's it. So you just do that course one time, and that's one race. And do you do a couple of races a day, or is it just the one and you go with that?
No, we do three races: Moto 1, Moto 2, then main event.
Okay. And is there any part of that race where you kind of get a little nervous sometimes, or you've gotten pretty good at it and you master all of these different parts of it?
I've mastered the rhythm section and the bonsai.
Okay, so you were talking about those, right? Those are different sections. When you're going on those turns, are you trying to pick up speed, or are you coasting, or what's your strategy as you're going through those turns?
So my cranks are like a bit too low, so I can't like pedal on the turns. So I'm like kind of coasting and getting low.
All right, and that's your strategy as far
Yes.
as doing well. And in that race right there, you did pretty well in that race, it looked like, right? I bet you do pretty well at a lot of your races, right? All right, well, I know that we're going to do a little bit of math as far as the BMX racetrack goes, all right? So why don't you and Scott head over to the board. And we know that the length is 1,200 feet, and we can see that there are 36 rollers and jumps, and you have turns and sections, and it says that your average time is about 58 seconds, right? So it takes you about a minute to go through a lap. Is that correct?
Yes.
Have you ever done it once where you went so fast you were like, whoa, that is the best thing I ever did. I hit everything perfect and it was just awesome.
Yeah. There's been one part. Yeah.
Do you remember what that time was, or where it was, or when it was?
Yeah, it was at that same track in the rhythm section. Yeah, it was like at the same track in the rhythm section, like after the races. Like they let us do practices.
Okay.
They let us practice.
Do you have any competitors that you're always going against and you guys are always battling it out a little bit?
Yes, Breely Peacock. She's one of the fastest, and Wyatt I forgot his last name.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to remember your name, though, right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, so Cruz, let's talk a little bit about some of this. And you've got 1,200 feet, and it takes you about a minute. So if you did 3 laps, I want you and Scott to figure out the distance you would have gone if you did 3 laps. So tell Scott, you guys work it out on the board and let's see what you do.
Here, maybe we can do a little bit of math here.
Yeah.
So 3 laps, you got to work on that number 3, right? And then how long is each lap?
58 seconds, so basically like around 1 minute.
Yeah, about 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you did 3 laps, about how long would that take you?
58 times 3.
Or like 1 minute, right? 1 minute times 3. So
1 minute times 3.
that'd be what, like How long?
3 minutes?
About 3 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Now, what if you really wanted to know how long it was? Can you do this problem? We have 1,200 feet, and you're going to do that 3 times. Can you work out that problem for me? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
So what I do is 3 times 2 equals...
Well, don't forget the zeros.
Yeah,
What's 3
yeah.
times 0?
3 times 0 equals 0.
Good. What about the next one?
0.
Good.
Now I like to do 3 times 2
Good.
equals 6. And then 3.
Good. And tell me what this is again. Is this miles? 3,600 miles or what?
That's 3,600 feet.
Gotcha. So once you write feet at the end there, so we're not confused about exactly what kind of measurements we're doing there. Whenever you're doing some math problems with measurements, you always want to put that at the end so
Yeah.
people don't get confused, right? So if you did 3 laps, take you about 3 minutes, right? And you would go 3,600 feet.
And here's the next thing I want you to do. So first of all, Cruz, do you know how many feet are in a mile?
10 feet, I'm guessing. 10 feet, 20,
A little more than that.
So it's
huh?
going to be a
It's
lot.
ways.
100.
So Scott's going to help you out. I mean, you know the number
Yeah.
of feet in a mile, right? So go ahead and put it up there.
Okay, so we have, there's a whole lot more.
Yeah.
5,280 feet in a mile.
So how many more laps would you need to do to get to at least 5,280? Because you did 3 laps and you're at 3,600. How many more laps do you think you would need to do so that you did at least 1 mile? So Scott
It is
can help
hard,
you
huh?
out.
Well, let's see here. We'll even change colors so we know what we're talking about here. This is 3 laps, 3,600. And what if you did 1 more lap? How long is 1 lap?
58 seconds,
Right? Or what's the distance?
120 feet.
1,200 feet,
Yeah.
right? So let's add those together. If you did 1 more lap, that's what you'd have. This is not multiplication now, this is addition, right? You think you're going to get there? 6 plus 2 is what?
8.
8, good. And 3 plus 1? Oh, we're so close, we didn't quite make it. So if you did 1 more lap after that, do you think you'd get past this one?
Probably.
Yeah, you would, definitely. So we know that we'd have to do at least 3, and then we found out that we'd have to do at least 1 more, that'd be 4. So you'd really have to be on your 5th lap before you pass a mile, right?
Yeah.
You'd be going round and around and around and around.
Yeah.
A lot
But
of riding.
if you did 5 laps, you would do at least a mile. And if you did 5 laps, what amount of time would that take about?
So am I doing 58 times 5?
Well, if you do 1 minute,
About a minute, right? So about 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you did 5 laps, about how many minutes would it be?
5.
Yeah, about 5
like-
minutes.
Yeah, 5.
yeah, so you could bike a mile in 5 minutes, but not just biking straight ahead. You're doing a lot of other stuff, right? You're racing, you're going over these jumps and rollers and turns and things like that. So it's a little more exciting. So nicely done. For doing some great math so far today, Cruz, you've got yourself a pass to CSUB Athletics. So you can go to any sporting event you want. I don't think that BMX racing, but maybe when you get there, you can introduce it and have a little different sport out there. So anyway, congratulations on that. We'll be back with more right after this.